Hi guys, today I want to talk about how do you forgive or find closure with those who have passed away, especially if you are still carrying shame, guilt, resentment towards them. Or maybe you're the one who never said sorry and now it feels too late. From my own healing journey as energy healer and holistic therapist, I have seen how powerful this kind of forgiveness can be. If you didn't forgive the person who have passed away or didn't express the words you always wanted to say, their energy can remain attached to you through energetic cords, and this can often drain your energy. My father recently passed away from cancer and alcoholism. He lived with my mother for 46 years, but there was never a true resonance between them. My mother told me he didn't understand me and I didn't understand him. We weren't happy, but neither of us had the courage to live. From my own observation, they lived like a cat and dog, always fighting, shouting, hurting each other with bad words. After his passing, I connected to my father's soul and I asked him, what would you change about your life? And he said, I will not shout at your mother. I will speak kind and loving words to her instead. During his illness, she cared for him for so long, but he never showed appreciation. I shared this message with my mother as she carried a fear that he hadn't forgiven her and she felt guilt. She said to me, I only want that he forgives me for everything. But the truth is, when the soul leaves physical body, the ego dissolves. The soul sees everything from a higher perspective and desires only peace, forgiveness, and understanding. Many of my clients came to me with deep emotional pain, carrying towards their partners, parents, or other family member who have passed away before they could find closure. And I always remind them, we don't need the physical presence of the person to forgive them, even if they are not longer alive. Your soul can connect with theirs. You can still heal, you can still forgive, and you can set yourself free. When you forgive them, their soul can find peace and move towards the light. When you heal yourself, you also bring healing to your deceased loved ones. One day, a client came to me for a healing session. He had been carrying a deep burden of grief, and he couldn't let go or forgive his family, who left him and died in a tragic accident. For 20 years, he held on anger, sadness, and heartbreak. In doing so, he kept his family attached to him with energetic cords, not allowing them to move fully to the light. During our session, we invited his family presence. He spoke to them, expressed all the emotions he had carried in his heart, and finally let them go with love and forgiveness. After the session, when I stepped outside, I felt the presence of his family around me, and in that moment I heard of them saying, "Thank you." It was deeply emotional for me, a beautiful reminder how forgiveness can bring peace to the souls who have passed away. Another client of mine, a very wealthy man, who struggled to forgive himself because he never said goodbye to his father who have passed away. Despite all his material success, he consumed himself with grief and self-bitterness. On the outside he had everything, but inside he was deeply traumatized, bitter and unhappy. And you see those people, they just don't have this life energy with them. They have such a low energy, like they're going to die. What I always remind to people, we can still talk to our deceased ones and they are listening. You can express your emotions, say the words left unsaid, and release whatever your heart is holding on to. They are waiting for you to do this. They are still with you and they are listening. The body dies, but the soul is eternal. So how do we do this? And here's a forgiveness practice you can try at home. First, create a sacred space. Light a candle, put nice music, and be sure you not be disturbed for few hours. Visualize a stage in front of you. Now imagine the person standing here, the one you need to forgive, express yourself, or find closure with. Maybe they abandoned you, hurt you, or left emotional wounds. Or maybe this is you who need to ask for their forgiveness. Then speak from your heart. Tell them everything you've been holding in. Let the pain, anger, or guilt rise up and be released. Cry if you need to. Say the things you never had to say. You are safe here. Then give them time to respond you back. And they respond not from their human self, but from the higher self. Their soul will have the message for you too. Then call on Archangel Michael and ask him to cut the etheric cords that still connect you to this person. These cords drain your energy and keep you tied to the past. And finally, visualize them in a white light. Wrap them in a love. Place them in a white bubble and release them into the sky. Let them go. You may feel the wave of emotion as you do this, and this is good sign because the energy is shifting. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing what they did. It means you are choosing your peace over pain. You are choosing to stop carrying the weight of the past. And remember, if the person is no longer alive, your soul can still connect with theirs. You can still heal, you can still forgive, and you can set yourself free. If you are ready to go deeper, I invite you to try my Forgiveness Challenge, where I guide you step by step with healing practices. Sending you love and light.